Live from Charlotte, North Carolina, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Hornets at the Time Warner Cable Arena. Pacers are in the midst of a road trip going into this one. And, of course, Andrea Bargnani. I think we could sort of see it in his first couple games, that he's really feeling out his new team.
You know, I'm really excited about seeing how this team is going to evolve since the trade. I mean, he's a guy that can end up being a key player for him down the stretch.
No doubt about it. I mean, there are some guys you win with and some guys you win because of it. And when you look at him, though not a superstar, he's the type of player that they've been missing and can really, I think, help this team come together.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Pacers, Nene is out there with Whiteside. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Paul George. And it's Ellis, and at the shooting guard.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Walker dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Jefferson kicks to Freak, and he gets it to go. Freak's got 5 points so far.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Whiteside, the pass to Ellis. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 5.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Now here's Bledsoe. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from 3.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
And here's Bledsoe following the three-pointer by Freak. Whiteside dishes to Nene. Shot clock at 6. Left side, George. That doesn't go either for George.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Here's Bledsoe after the basket by Charlotte. Ellis kicks to Bledsoe. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there. And they are cooking, on fire right now, really flowing well.
Bledsoe kicks to Ellis. Whiteside, high post. For the 3. Ellis can't get it to go.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Offensive rebound. Here's Jefferson, and he dunks it down.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach wants to get him involved early so he can establish a strong presence at that end of the floor and provide them with a well-balanced offensive attack. So still in the opening quarter and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. Here is Miles. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Fast break now for Charlotte. Freak with the ball, and Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, "Are you kidding me?"
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Now here's the name. He had 13 points in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta. Here's Hill. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Now here's Freak. George Hill missing his last shot. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Let's pause for just a moment to see the teams that have been extremely effective with their three-point shooting this past month. The Hornets, number 1.
I tell you what, when you have a month like this, the way they've been shooting it, you feel like the basket is 3 times as big as normal. I mean, it's hard to maintain this level of productivity, but we'll see if they can make it happen.
And the Hornets making a change here. Bazemore's checked in.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
That one goes. Count it.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Spring music scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Good.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets 1 to go.
Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Hey, talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone.
I think I had that all my life.
And Monte Ellis